This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian.
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy James. This is the baddest black belt, Janai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
This is the Shining Star, Dewey Robson, and this is Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J, and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the Shining Star, Dewey Robson. How are you today?
Hey, good. How are you doing, James?
I'm good as well. Can you tell us where the Shining Star will be shining next, events-wise?
Well, coming up, wrestle up with Alberta, Canada. That's wrestling with Pure Power Wrestling here, coming up April 4th and into May 7th, I believe. It's our next show coming up. Where April 5th, defending the championship against a guy named Scorpius at our anniversary show, Power Slam 15-year anniversary. So hopefully I still have the title after that. Defend it again in May against anybody they put in front of me. Yeah, my socials, you can get on Facebook and Instagram. It's just Dewey Robson. I guess I'm on Twitter as well, but not as active on there. And then merchandise, I just got, you'll have to come out to one of the shows to buy my merch.
Perfect. And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox. Alright, let's get into it. You work for Pure Power Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with the company?
Oh, yeah, I've been wrestling. I was trained there, started there. I've been wrestling there the whole time for about 7 years. 8 years now. I could see that they were doing open trial one day, and yep.
Right, Pure Power Wrestling.
Yes, so I been wrestling with Pure Power Wrestling my whole 7-year career, almost 8-year career. Happened to see that they were doing an open tryout, so I joined up and been wrestling for them ever since. Pretty much, I think nobody has wrestled as many matches for them as I have in the last 7 years. Only missed a few shows, and that's my home base. That's where I wrestle out of.
And you are the current PPW Heavyweight Champion as well. What does that accolade mean to you?
It means a lot. It's I've won every championship with Pure Power Wrestling somehow, some way.
Yes.
But yeah, this one's it was special. It's kind of the top spot. It shows that they count on you and they trust you, and you can deliver pretty much. And that's what I've been trying to do. Hopefully they like what I've been doing. But yeah, I think over 7-8 years now, I've definitely earned their trust and respect. So it meant a lot.
Is that a moment you take in the moment, or is it something that kind of sets in afterwards? Like, wow, I did this.
I'm kind of, I don't, I think when I look back at it, it's definitely kind of wow. I kind of think it's pretty awesome. But during the time, it's just kind of, it's like the next thing you got to do, and you just keep moving forward. I just move forward. I don't look back too much. That's kind of but I'm really proud of what I've accomplished, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Like you said, you've won every championship that Pure Power Wrestling has to offer, every active title. What does that kind of mean to you, to be trusted, not just with, one title, but, to kind of run the gambit and have held all of their titles?
Yeah, it's just I think it too. I've been there a long time. I've worked my way up right from being the first match to today. So it's kind of the natural progression. I've worked my way up the card, and I think I can have become good enough now where I can have a good enough match with just about anybody, so I can deliver in those title matches. Um, yeah, and give people a good show.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you are currently the tag team champions as well.
Technically, I am still a tag team champion. I kind of have a faction with the Black Hand, Kasey, Kross, and Shogun Shion. So before Shogun joined our group, me and Kasey Kross were able to capture the tag team championships, and while I was challenging for the PPW championship, so before I won the PPW championship, I had to hand my tag team title over to Shogun. So I guess we're technically still a three-man group, kind of Freebird rules. Any one of us, any two of the three of us can defend those tag team titles. So I guess I am kind of a double champion right now.
Right, and I mean you properly won them when when your group captured them as well.
Yes, I was. I did it all by myself. Yeah, no.
Well, going back to the heavyweight championship, you won that title in a brutal TLC match. No.
Yes, it was definitely brutal. Yeah. Yeah, it was one of our bigger shows. We run the it's called the Visit Lethbridge.com Arena. What was it, in September 25? It was me versus Travis T. Copeland. I kind of been chasing him down for a while, and it finally culminated in tables, ladders, and chairs match, which I think delivered. We definitely were a little beat up after, but it was one of the best moments I've had in my career for sure.
Another name that kind of has come up quite a bit in your title reign is Kamikaze. He he got DQ'd in your first match. You got DQ'd in your last match. So I would imagine there's a lot of unresolved issues right now between you two.
Me and Kamikaze, yes. I think we've done two or three spot show main events. That's kind of the go-to. Kamikaze is a unbelievably talented wrestler and one of the probably the most busy wrestlers in Canada right now. He does a lot of tours with CWE, and man, he's been doing it for quite a while. He is unbelievable, and it's really a lot of fun to work with him in those, and he always seems to get somewhat the best of me in those spot shows, but I'm able to hold on to that title, so he has to get back in line, try again.
I gotcha. Well, you mentioned them. Moment of truth. Tell us about your relationship with them, Kasey Kross and Shogun Shion.
Well, Kasey Kross was the initial member of the Moment of Truth, and what people probably don't know is me and Kasey Kross are childhood friends. We grew up together. I've known him since we were like 6 years old. We were wrestling buddies growing up. We used to watch all the pay-per-views at his house, wrestle on the trampoline together, all that stuff. So when Kasey came into Pure Power Wrestling, he quickly joined the Moment of Truth, and then it was decided that we would work together, and that's when he brought me into the Moment of Truth, and then Kasey Kross also brought in Shogun Shion later on. But yeah, that my relationship with them is just our local. Kasey Kross is the guy that's more connected to all of them, but yeah, he was kind of my gateway into the Moment of Truth.
Is that kind of like a full circle moment between you and Kasey, considering, childhood friends to tag team champions?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He had, for years, I told him because he actually introduced me to Pure Power Wrestling just as fans, because I kind of, as life goes, I didn't watch wrestling for quite a while, came back to it. He had a kid. He was taking him to these Pure Power Wrestling shows, so I joined him one day, and then it pretty much snowballed from there. So, and then when I told him I was going to start training and becoming a wrestler, and I told him, he should do it too, and he's like, yeah. And then years went by. Finally, he joined in, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty cool. And then it was kind of we came back after we went in the tag team championships and being like, oh, holy crap, we actually did it. We talked about it as kids, and we've won tag team titles now, so it's pretty cool.
What's a pet peeve about him that you just don't understand?
A pet peeve about Kasey Kross? How much time you got?
Only time in the world.
Yeah. Pet peeve. Oh man, he's just looks like such a dirtbag, doesn't he? Have you seen him? I'm a shining star. He's a dirtbag. We're kind of an odd couple. So, he could class it up a little bit, I think.
So maybe put a comb through the hair, maybe wash it.
Yeah, some soap. Soap, would work. But no, yeah, he's been doing awesome, and it's a lot of fun to tag with him.
Another name that you've been in the ring is with A1 Bobby Sharp. Well-known, well-respected name in the Indies. What was that like, wrestling Bobby?
Oh, it's kind of like work like you said with Kamikaze. He is, yeah. How long he's been doing this since he was like 14 or 13 years old, something crazy like that. He's unbelievable. You learn so much from him, a guy like him. I've wrestled him a few times now, and yeah, every time I learn something. Every time he kind of talks about something and how we want to work the crowd, it works every time. And he is like, yeah, a master at this. And it's been a lot of fun working with him. And even just watching his matches up close now, you learn a lot just from that too.
Now, there was this one time you came to the ring in a Volkswagen?
That's a Buick Roadmaster station wagon.
I apologize. I am not literate with my cars.
Yes, that was my car. I, for whatever reason, since I've been a kid, I've loved station wagons. Of course, this tickled the promoter of Pure Power Wrestling, so he at the big hockey arena in Lethbridge, he asked me if I wanted to drive that out there, and I said absolutely. So that's how that ended up happening. We did the old Eddie Guerrero entrance with that. It was pretty fun. I think it got the crowd really liked it too. So, and I don't have the car anymore, unfortunately, but I always have that moment with it, I guess. So it's pretty cool.
what was that moment like? Coming out in obviously your proper car.
Yeah, it was fun. Unfortunately, the horn didn't work, but yeah, it was cool. That picture I'll always have that picture of that, and then too that day I was what was I? That was a ladder match I was having for the brand new Western Canadian Championship. So I was able to win that championship too that night. So and climb a ladder, pull down a title for the first time. That was an unbelievable moment in a big hockey arena. Was pretty special.
You mentioned, your love of station wagons. Where does that love come from?
Um, so my dad had an old pickup truck, 78 Ford pickup truck, which I actually still have to this day. But the engine blew out of it. So he bought an old station wagon because they have big engines in them, right? So he took the engine out of that and put it in his pickup truck. But before he did that, we ripped around in this station wagon for, I don't know, a few weeks or maybe a month. And I loved it. I loved the space, the big, and it just rode so nice. And I begged him not to take the engine out of it, just keep the car. But he didn't, and I still got the truck, and it's still got the big engine in it. And I've been literally chasing them down my whole childhood. When I got my license, trying to find one, and I've actually had two. So yeah, so kind of, and then now I don't have any, but I've always had them, and I'm always looking for another one.
Is number 3 in the works?
You never know. Number 2 was an accident, so it's just kind of a spur of the moment. If I run across them, and if the deal's good enough, I'll pull the trigger on it.
Speaking of your dad, you could correct me if I'm wrong here. You actually had ring gear inspired by your dad, no?
Yeah. My dad passed away in 2006. He was a truck driver. So I wanted to do, and I believe that show was in April, and that's the month of his birthday. So I wanted to do something, and his last truck he had was a Kenworth. So I modified the Kenworth symbol, basically just ripped it off, put my initials in it. White was his favorite color, so I used white. And yeah, just inspired for him, just kind of a little salute to him.
I got you. I mean, for, your normal proper gear, where does your inspiration come from?
That's the hard. It kind of comes from the, looking at a guy like Seth Rollins or AJ Styles, what they do with their gear, especially Seth Rollins. He does a lot of funky stuff. I have always used stars because it's kind of an ode to the old Stampede Wrestling out of Calgary. And Bret Hart and Owen Hart, those guys, they always had stars. So I always went with stars just as a kind of a tribute to the old Stampede Wrestling days. And then that kind of morphed into me being calling myself the Shining Star. Yeah, I try to get always looking for new gear inspiration from wherever. Sometimes I got it from even movies, Rocky movies, Rocky's gear, colors, and stuff like that. I've used that all sorts of places.
Is there new designs in the works or new inspiration?
This is the longest I've gone without getting new gear, so I'm about due to get a couple new pair. I have a lady out of Lethbridge who does fantastic work. Anybody looking for wrestling gear, which is incredibly hard to find, she's always made my gear, and it's fantastic. You can always hit me up, my DMs on my socials if you want her info. Yeah, no, I definitely got to get some new stuff made. finding what to make that's new and kind of cool is the hardest part. But usually I just give her a general outline of what I've kind of looked, and maybe draw something out real rough. But she's always like polished it right up, and I've always got tons of compliments on my gear, and I've always tried to keep my gear fresh. Especially in the independents, sometimes you see guys for a long time running the same gear, and it's just, just something that sets me apart sometimes from other people, is just always having fresh gear.
Right, fresh in new styles and fresh in washing them as well.
Well, yeah, that too.
A big name that you've been in the ring with is Moose, and I believe he was actually TNA heavyweight champion as at the time as well. What was that experience like, wrestling Moose?
Yeah, that was cool. I don't know if have you ever seen Moose in real life?
Yes.
He's an imposing figure. He's a big man, and wow, he was pretty intimidating. Even as he was walking to the ring, and I'm standing there with the referee, and he's a pretty intimidating dude. Yeah, but no, he was unbelievable. His work was just so, not, I wouldn't say above everybody that I've ever, but just he's a notch above everybody. Like, I would put him up there with some of the most athletic, most talented guys in the business right now. And and being 6'6", 280 or whatever he is, he's unbelievable. And it was a great experience. And just like, sometimes as you go along, you start thinking you're pretty good until you meet a guy like Moose and you go, man, I'm not really that good. I got a lot to learn. Yeah, he was unbelievable. And being intimidating, he really took care of me. And it turned out really well. I was really happy I was able to kind of, I don't know, hold up to him, but was able to do my part in the match. So I was really happy with it.
All right. Now, one of the more intense matches out there, you competed in an Iron Man match against Sydney Steele. Obviously independent shows, you can go maybe 10 minutes, sometimes 15. What was it like being in a match that was guaranteed to be 30 minutes?
I was a little nervous at first, just because 30 minutes is, like you said, a long time for the fans to keep interest sometimes.
Right.
But I was in there with Sydney Steele. He trained me. We've worked so many matches. I knew we could just meet each other out there. We could do 30 minutes, no problem. Like, with Sydney, I knew we would pull it off, and it's probably one of my most favorite matches. Just because, we did 30 minutes, and you get a lot of time on a big show, and the crowd loved it. He's unbelievable talent as well. One of the most steady, kind of rock steady guys who have made me look so much better than I really am my whole career. So I knew we could pull it off. I was hoping my wind would hold up, but it was no problem. It really, the adrenaline took over, and it was awesome.
Do you think that you'll ever consider going the full 60 minutes?
Oh boy, I've done it. Nobody. I've wrestled. I think I went 58 minutes one time, and it was. I was kind of in my peak cardio there, but I'd have to work at it. I could do it. I definitely would be up for it. I don't know, like you said, what show would allot enough time for that, but yeah, I'd definitely be open to it. I think it'd be awesome with the right opponent, obviously.
Well, speaking of opponents and brutal matches, you wrestled Tyler Knox in a bull rope match. One of the most brutal matches out there. What was that match like?
The bull rope match was I made a mistake of wearing kind of cowboy outfit, so I had Carhartt pants on, which don't give, and they're incredibly hot. No, I always enjoy working Tyler Knox. He's probably been my most, I wouldn't say, my most worked opponents. We kind of came in together. We started out together. We were learning at the same rate, and we were kind of thrown together earlier in our career, and we really thrived off of each other. We have a lot of chemistry. So every time I step in the ring with him, I would say the bull rope match with Tyler Knox, it can be brutal, and he loves that stuff. But it wouldn't be my favorite match I've had with Tyler Knox. There's so many more I would put over that one, but it served its purpose and it was a lot of fun.
What is your favorite match with Tyler?
Oh man, the first title I won it from our cruiserweight championship. I won from Tyler Knox, which was pretty special. But we had a match in my hometown of Tabor. I think it was before the bull rope match. I think that's what led to a bull rope match. It's on YouTube. Anybody want to check it out? It really was, and it's a small crowd. It's a small town, but I think that was just like what kind of our perfect match we've ever had. Everything worked really good. So yeah, I can't remember when that was, but yeah, if you Google enough on Pure Power Wrestling's YouTube page, you'll find it.
All right. Well, I think it's time for Dewey's Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a road story that fits that description?
I'm not much of a road guy. I'm kind of I don't travel too far for wrestling. The only crazy road story, I don't really have that many to tell you the truth. I've done a lot of road trips. I was doing a lot by myself, kind of during the COVID era when everything was kind of opening up. So I ended up going on the road by myself, and some independent shows will run so late, and I have to drive 2-3 hours after, just falling asleep almost. I've had to stop in a casino parking lot just to have a 10-minute nap just to keep going. When I was only 20 minutes from home because I couldn't go any further. But yeah, there's not a lot of crazy road stories for me.
I gotcha. I mean, that's odd in itself because there's a lot of weird and crazy freeways in Canada, I would say.
Yeah, it can be some interesting roads, a lot of wildlife sometimes, and it's not a good time to be trying to not fall asleep. I don't know if you've ever driven and tried to not fall asleep. It sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, there's wildlife, the environment, sometimes aliens, sometimes paranormal activity.
Yeah, you never know what you see up here. Yeah.
Right. Um, that being said, here on Wrestling Whip, we like to say, everybody is nerdy for something. Everybody fanboys, geeks out for something. What is something you geek out is nerdy for?
Oh, I've always been a big movie guy, and like I mentioned before, a huge Rocky fan my whole life. Um, I have all of them on VHS and DVD
Wow.
and on streaming. So yeah, my uncles bought the first five Rockies on VHS, and I would come over to their place so much. They finally just gave them to me, so I'd just leave them alone and quit coming over to their place all the time. But yeah, I'm a huge Rocky nerd.
The question is, do you have a VHS player now?
I don't anymore, but I still got the tapes. Yeah.
What's your favorite Rocky movie?
I've always been partial to number two because he wins. But yeah, as I've got older, the first one's obviously the best. I do like the Rocky Balboa, the one that he did later, and then even the Creed movie was really good. I really enjoyed that.
I was gonna ask, how did you feel about the Creed series of movies?
Yeah, I thought the first Creed was unbelievable. It really when Rocky was sick, it really tugged on the emotional heartstrings of my Rocky fandom. Uh, the second and third are okay. They're fun to watch, but they're not the greatest movies. But I really enjoyed the first Creed.
I gotcha. Um, Favorite Rocky opponent?
Oh well, I gotta go. I think no, I gotta go Apollo Creed. Yeah, from the first two, but Mr. T would be a second. And Ivan Drago, Dolph Lundgren, that was pretty sweet too. They're all been pretty good opponents, but yeah, those would be my top three, I guess.
And I mean Hulk Hogan, obviously. We
Well, oh yes, Thunder Lips, yes,
we
yeah,
could we could have brought it back around to wrestling.
yeah, no kidding, yeah, no, that's yeah, Thunder Lips would be up there too. I'd probably put him in, man, I'd have to give him a tie with Mr. T, I guess, yeah.
I mean, that's perfect. I mean, Mr. Team Hulk Hogan, the first main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah.
Um, you mentioned that you're a big, movie fanatic. Other than Rocky, what else are you watching?
Movies. I've always been a huge Gladiator fan. Um, Now I'm kind of into movies have kind of got a little too many superhero movies. I'm not a huge fan of those. I do enjoy them, but I'm not. Wouldn't say I watch them over and over. But I'm kind of into the HBO series, the Game of Thrones, the Breaking Bads. Um, Sopranos I've watched multiple times. Kind of those series now are what I enjoy more.
And how'd you feel about the ending of The Sopranos?
The first time I watched it, I didn't like it, but the times after, when you kind of absorb a little bit more of the story that you kind of missed the first time, I think it makes perfect sense.
Okay, so you've learned to appreciate it over time.
Yes, I don't know. Have you seen The Sopranos?
I have not seen The Sopranos, but I have
Okay.
seen. I watched the show, and they were like, "Well, you need to piss him off really badly," and he was like, "All right, has he seen the ending of The Sopranos?"
Yeah. Well, that's the when you kind of watch it casually, I could see why it would make you angry. But I think, yeah, if you kind of really watch it close after a few times, it makes sense, and they don't tell you what happened, but I think you can figure it out. Yeah,
I gotcha.
yeah.
I think that's a great segue into the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first three songs on your movie soundtrack?
Oh, first three songs. Well, I got to go with since we'll tie it back to Rocky, and it used to be my entrance music was "Hearts on Fire" by John Cafferty. That's the on number 4, Rocky 4, the training music to that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've always one of my favorite songs is "One Headlight" by the Wallflowers. And then I'd probably go with my entrance music now, which is called "The Man" by the Killers.
Okay. Definitely a solid 3 picks to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go to casting. Who plays you, and you can't say yourself because you are obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
Who would play me? Oh man, it's got to be somebody pretty good looking.
Of course.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, that's a tough one. Trying to think of actors. How about Jake Gyllenhaal?
Okay.
He kind of has that quiet intensity about him a little bit. I was gonna say didn't want to. I was gonna say like a 35-year-old Sylvester Stallone would be cool, but
Hey, we have CGI and an unlimited budget, so if you want Sylvester Stallone, we could make it happen.
Yeah, those de-aging programs are getting a little better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, now that we have you casted, every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people significant to you and your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
Oh boy, well, definitely got to pick my wife. Who would play her? Man, she's incredibly beautiful. Way out of my league, but I don't know. She's blonde, so maybe Sydney Sweeney.
That would be a safe bet.
Yeah. I'd probably go with my parents. My dad, I wouldn't. Can't remember the actor's name, but he was if he just played Red from That 70s Show, the dad from That 70s Show. That's my dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, my mom too, like the mom from That 70s Show. That's my dad and my mom right there. So I'll pick them.
That was Kurtwood Smith.
That's right, yeah. And Kitty, I can't remember the actor's name, but
Yeah, I can Google it, but so your parents count as one, or you're counting them as both?
Both. That'd be both, yeah.
Okay, it's Kitty Segal.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe I missed that. I missed that.
Yeah.
Alright. Definitely, this is sounding like a great movie, a blockbuster to say the least, and you could pre-order the tickets now. Now onto a controversial subject, pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
I'm Canadian, so pineapple goes on pizza. It's called a Hawaiian. I eat it all the time. Yeah. They don't call it a Hawaiian pizza in Hawaii either. We just call it that in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was invented in Canada, no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And ironically enough, the origins of this question started with a Canadian on the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He said he liked it on pizza, right? Was he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's delicious. Yeah.
All right. So pro pineapple on pizza.
Yeah.
What's your spirit Pokemon?
Spirit Pokemon?
Yes.
I don't even know a single. I know there's is Pokemon a Pokemon?
Pokemon is not a Pokemon, but that would be really cool if Pokemon was a Pokemon.
I don't know a single Pokemon.
Okay, so your Pokemon is not a Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know a single name of one.
How about we say your spirit Pokemon is Rocky?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There you go. Now, since you are a Canadian from Canada, I do have 2 Canadian exclusive questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
The first one being, poutine. Where is the best place to get it?
Best poutine?
Yes.
The Round Table in Lethbridge, Alberta. All that Round Table is also owned by the cowboy Bryn Watts, one of the most terrible human beings I've ever met, but the cowboy. But yeah, Bryn Watts, he owns the Round Table in Lethbridge, and he makes a fantastic poutine, all sorts of poutines, pierogi poutines, fries poutine, any poutine you can think of.
All right, you heard it.
Yeah.
The Round Table.
Yeah.
And the second question, is Canada's greatest national treasure Ryan Reynolds?
No. Chelsea Green.
I will accept that answer.
Yeah, Chelsea. It's not even a debate anymore. Chelsea Green has taken that. And Ryan Reynolds isn't even close anymore. It's all Chelsea Green. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
United, we stand for Chelsea Green.
Absolutely.
Glad she's finding flowers.
Making Canada proud every day. Yeah.
Right. Now, we love the late great Tracy Smothers on the show. Do you know the acronym for Doug? THUG.
I've heard this before, but I can't remember it. You have to tell me again.
T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, 'cause a Doug can't spell.
That's right, yeah.
Yes, we love
good old Tracy.
Yes, we love the late great Tracy Smothers, trying to keep the memory alive on the show.
Awesome.
Weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock? Not Dwayne Johnson, not the country, an actual physical Rock.
A Rock?
Yes.
How big?
I would say it's around the size of a shoe.
Oh, yeah. You just throw it. Count out. Easy. All day. That's an easy day.
All right. Well, I mean, just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Wow. Is that online?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'll take a look at that, yeah.
I can send it to you if you'd like.
Sure.
All right. On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, oh boy. I would be surprised if I'm still going with the wrestling business. I'm getting a little older now. I started older. I started when I was 34. So I'm getting up there I'm slowing down a little bit. So in 5 years, I'll probably be done winning wrestling championships, and maybe winning my golf club championship would be where I'd see myself, maybe. Yeah. But you never know. We'll see.
First ever golf for wrestler championship.
Yeah, I win titles everywhere I go. Yeah. I don't know. I can cheat in golf too, just like I did in wrestling.
And you have a hat that came with a bowl of soup.
Yeah.
What is a match people should go out of their way to see that best shows off you as a pro wrestler?
Oh man, I would say if you want to see kind of what I'm doing now, I've been a heel for almost 2 years now. Just about 2 years. Anything with me and Travis the Heat Copeland. Um, we work really well together. He's an unbelievably talented guy too. Um, and then if you want to see some of my earlier stuff as a babyface, anything with Tyler Knox, and Sidney Steele again, Cowboy Bryn Watts. I've had so many really great opponents, and that's Pure Power Wrestling has so many talented people here. For Alberta, the Alberta scene is really just flush with talent, and Pure Power Wrestling's lucky enough to get a lot of them. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to find a bad opponent. I've wrestled so many great guys. Pretty much, check out. You can Google me, YouTube me, or Pure Power Wrestling YouTube channel. Follow them. They're usually have a match every week, every 2 weeks. They'll post a random match, and we're really proud of what we're doing down here. So yeah, check it out.
Okay, and I will grab a match or two, and I will put it in the description of the video below. For anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to see it, wants to re-see it after this interview.
Awesome, yeah.
And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
All right, yeah.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Oh, I'll give you 2: Bret Hart and Randy Orton.
Worst wrestler.
Worst? Oh man. Worst. It's I'm not a fan of like Nick Gage, that really hardcore stuff. I'll say him.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Ooh. How about I go with a guy like Seth Rollins. He's so unbelievably talented. I think we could tear it up if I could follow him, yeah.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Anyone's entrance music. I always love the NWO thing. I think that's pretty cool.
The original or Wolfpack?
The original.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
Kayfabe is different than it used to be.
We would have also accepted taste great on toast.
Yeah.
Squash. Vegetable or fruit?
Squash?
Yes.
I think it's a vegetable, isn't it?
Is that your final answer?
It tastes bad, so it's got to be a vegetable.
Well, it is indeed a fruit. It has seeds. Tomato.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it still tastes terrible.
So whatever it is, you don't like it.
No, it's terrible. Yeah.
New Japan wrestler Tai Chi. His ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
Oh, it's got to be fully covered. Yeah. Are we talking men or women? In general, yeah, well, split it 50% then, 100 for men, 0 for women, or, whatever. It can be more, I'm more forgiving when the women, do that, but the men, you got to cover it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
About Darby Allin?
Yes.
No, I don't. I don't know. People think you crazy. I don't mind Darby Allin, but if you showed like this, so showed somebody Darby Allin in a, you know, grocery store, they'd think you're pretty crazy, I think.
And that is the correct answer.
Yeah.
And that will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
No problem. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. And once again, where can we find you? All things on social media.
Yeah, just Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X now. Just Dewey Robson. Easy enough. Follow me. Follow Pure Power Wrestling for all our upcoming events. And yeah, follow all these independents in Alberta and Canada. They're all really doing a lot of amazing things. And just in Alberta, we have RCW, Can-Am, Love Pro Wrestling, CWE comes through here all over Canada. Support all these guys because there is so many talented guys in Canada right now that just need to look at their stuff. If you're looking to book these guys, I mean, you can't go wrong with anybody in this province, and especially in Pure Power Wrestling. They're all stand-up, talented, just class act wrestlers, professionals. So give them all a go.
No, absolutely. The very beginning of Wrestling Wit, that area of Canada has always been quite generous to us, and we've always had fantastic guests on from all of those companies. Like usually when people say the acronyms. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
which one is that? I know
Yeah.
every acronym that you said.
Okay.
I remember
Cool.
every promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh man, I probably left out a couple too, but it's really exciting and it's really booming here, especially in Alberta. I mean, 500 to 1,000 people are coming to shows in independent wrestling in this province that I know of. And BC too is really hot. Everybody's doing so good, and it's really good to see. I love independent wrestling. It's with the price of everything, I know Pure Power Wrestling keeps their tickets cheap, so the whole family can go. Our last show we packed. We were literally sold out. We couldn't sell another ticket for our show. It was up over 500 people in a little gymnasium that we run, most of the time, and it's just unbelievable to see. And it's just great entertainment for everybody. We're very family friendly. We don't get too crazy sometimes, but there's moments for that. But yeah, it's just a fun night for everybody. Really, it's affordable, which is great.
That always makes me happy hearing that indie pro wrestling selling out, putting butts in seats.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we got something really special here in Lethbridge. From when I started 7, 8 years ago, it was starting to build, and it's just continued. And yeah, it's just getting bigger, and hopefully it continues on.
Hell yeah. And you don't have to type it into your Google machines. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox, simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Give him a damn follow. And if you're at a show, buy a damn shirt.
That's right.
Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. This was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say wrestling with, you say entertainment. Okay.
All right.
For our special guest, Dewey Robson, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.